Alright guys, Robbie here. Welcome to another episode of Market Watch. On another episode of How Rich Are You? The rise of the Duelist pre-sales are through the moon, okay? Now, if you guys invested early like I told you to, you guys came home with a W. But if you didn't and you took an L, learn to take the L like a man, okay? Let me repeat. Learn to take the L like a man. Alright guys, as always guys, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Hit that notification bell for more Market Watch videos like this one. And let's dig on into Market Watch, shall we? Alright guys, let's dig right on into Market Watch, okay? Now on the screen for you, we have Rise of the Duelist pre-sales. Now, if you're playing the pre-sale game, make sure you're ready to take the L's as much as you are taking the W's. Alright, so we're going to have the top 6 cards open here. We have Triple Tactics Talent sitting at roughly $90. Now, there is a lot of hype around this card, and if you do want to pick it up early, because I can kind of see this doing what Lightning Storm did, but at the same time, it might not be as meta relevant as a lot of people are already expecting it to be. But if we're talking about meta relevancy, we want to make sure we dabble in Forbidden Droplet. All right, now this card is sitting at a hot $80. Now, before the comment section is like, oh, it's gonna drop because it's well, you never know, okay? It might do a Lightning Storm type of deal, and I can see this card being $120 easily, no questions asked, okay? Now, Dogmatica Fleur de Lis. This is one of the main cards that you are going to be using in the Dogmatica strategy, so I recommend if you need it, pick it up now, but I can see this settling at around $35. All right, next. We have Nadir Servant. Now, who remembers Engage? Going into Engage, the Engage. Okay, Nadir is your starter in the Dogmatica strategy, and this card at 46, you should be picking up like you are picking up jacks at the playground when you were 3 years old. Okay, it's gonna be a great card. This is definitely a 3-of in the deck, so it is going to be expensive. I can see it settling at $65. So pick them up now. You know. If you listen to good old Robbie, Papa Robbie, you might just take a W, all right? Next, we got Dogmatica Maximus, sitting at a whopping $45. Now, as you guys know, the pre-sale game is really volatile. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't, but you can't win them all right, guys? So if you're going to pick up any of your pre-sales, okay, make sure to use our TCG affiliate code down in the description box down below, all right? Now, Titaniclad the Ashen Bastard. They should have kept the OCG name. TCG, come on now. I can see this card being a good $20 to $25. So if you want to wait until pre-release, go ahead and do so. But if it's short printed, because it is a secret rare, you might think about picking these up ASAP. All right. Now, it wouldn't be an M. Cole 40 Robbie, Papa Robbie Market Watch without Frifer Kraken, okay? These bad boys, the Nearmint Unlims, are at $13. But if we scroll down, the first editions are, okay, all right, so $14.50, all right? So, Frifers, with the release of Edgem Scythe, Dolphin, and Whale, is definitely a viable strategy. I can see this being bought out again, okay? So, keep that in mind. Now, it wouldn't be a Market Watch without touching the collector's rares, okay? BLS for Nearmint First Ed is currently sitting at $330. This is absurd, all right, guys? But it's definitely a good card in GOATs, and collector's value truly does still hold today. So I feel like this card will settle at around the $300 mark, but will skyrocket maybe like a year down the road. Who knows? Next, we have the Stardust Dragon Toon Chaos Collector's Rare sitting at a nice $255. I remember seeing this card being bought out all the way to $500, but I think it is settling around this price, and it will stay here forever. All right. Pot of Extravagance Collector's Rares dipping down to $160. And funnily enough, now if we look at the Pot of Extravagance regular print from Toon Chaos, an ultra rare, it actually is settling down at $45. Everyone thought this card would dip down to $30. But if you listen to Papa Cole and bought them right when they were 40, not 45, you would have saved some money. All right, guys. Don't ever say I don't do anything for you guys. All right. Next, we have Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy the End, sitting at under $200. Now, it's been this price for a good amount of time, actually. And I can see this card being bought out straight back up to 300 once the price gets low enough for somebody with deep pockets to really get in on it. All right, guys. Now, lastly but not least, for our collector's rares, we are looking at the Sciframe Gear Gamma. This is a 3 of, and I can see when regionals and YCSs and competitive play comes back up, I can see this card coming back to $200 per copy easily. So I would say maybe pick up your copies now and see what the market does, okay? Now, the big bad boy, 10,000 Dragons. If you listen to Papa Robbie and bought him at 900, you would have made $500, okay? You would have made $500. So, and if you haven't bought these out yet, I don't know if you want to invest in it at $1,400, but depending on where the sales go and how much more Battles of Legend Armageddon is going to be ripped open, we can easily see this card going straight back up to $2,000. So if you want to invest, I would say wait until it falls back down to about $1,000 and then try to invest and, sell it for $2,000 when you get the chance to. All right, guys. By the way, though, the card does look really nice, and I definitely want one. So you guys know my address is out there. If you want to send it, just for me to take a look at it, don't expect it back. All right. Next, we're looking at good old Magician's Soul. Now, the card for near mint first ed. All right, because the unlim, no one cares about no one cares about the unlims. Okay, the unlims are sitting at $83 or whatever. What we really care about is the first editions, okay? $90. First editions will always hold this price point over unlims, and if you're going to pick up a playset, I would pick them up now. This is not getting reprinted anytime soon, and unfortunately, you are not getting a price better than, $80 to $90, unless it does fall under the $80 mark. But for the first eds, I don't see it doing that. So if you want to pick them up now and then sell it right before the season starts and competitive play does come back. I feel like that is when you will make the most money back. All right. Now, for the next card, I do want to point out DShifter is an amazing card. Okay. One of the best hand traps in the game, especially if you're playing the greatest deck, Grand Maju. This card will help you blow out your opponent ASAP. Okay. Now, this is penny stonks. Okay. 75 cents. This man, Chow Productions, has 100 copies. All right. I feel like we do a buyout easily and then sell back when this card hits $10. Okay. You make so much profit, and I can see DShifter going to the moon. All right, guys. Before it gets to the moon, meet it halfway in the stratosphere, pick them up, keep them buried somewhere, and dig it back up when you really need some money. Okay. Now, I want to talk to you about the 2020 tin of Lost Memories. Now, we don't know if we're getting promos or not, so that's why the price of the tins aren't really fluctuating as much, but we know we are getting a lot of great reprints and the release of Dragoon. As you know, Dragoon will definitely change the metagame for better or for worse. We don't know yet, but what we do know is that after the first week that these tins are released, they're going to go up to $29.99 retail. So I would say get yours now, because if you're already looking at the prices down below, I mean, after these two sellers right here, it's straight up to $28. All right, guys. So if you can find the tins at $24.99, I would pick them up as soon as I can and, have fun opening them. Because honestly, tins you can open and then use the tins for storage. So it's a win-win if you could get them at a cheaper price. But I feel like once we know the full set reveal and what singles that you need to be investing in, we're definitely going to be seeing a fluctuation of price, guaranteed, hands down, any other analogy I can come up with. All right, guys. Now, Madolche Queen Tiramisu Ultimate Rare. Okay, guys. For near mint unlims, you're looking at about $80. But if we go up to first ed, the cheapest first ed copy with this guy with only 40 sales is $91. Okay, but Yeti Games is probably a much more trusted vendor, going for $94. Now, as you guys know, Madolches have been getting bought out, and if you didn't buy the Hoot Cakes yet, you should have bought them when I told you to, because you would have taken a W, all right? Also, speaking of Madolches, and we'll do this in real time, Madolche Messengelato for a rare near mint is $8. All right, guys. Near mint first edition is $8 for Messengelato. This is a rare out of Abyss Rising, and I can't believe this card has not been reprinted yet. All right, guys. So before you buy any Madolche Messengelatos, like Susu from Head-to-Head Battles, who spent $10 on this yesterday, and I can't believe it's already $8. Yeah, wait to see if the card gets a reprint. This is one of the few cards in Madolche's that doesn't have a super high rarity, and I can see it getting reprinted as and I can see it being reprinted in an Ultra, maybe even in the 2020 Megatins, all right? Lastly, but not leastly, that's not a phrase, we have Dark Magician, the Shonen Jump magazine promo, all right? For near mints, we are looking at a whopping $53 to $60. It's averaging around $60. All right, guys. This card is definitely a collector's card, and we'll see a lot more play once Dragoon does come out. And I feel like if you pick up these copies at $60 now, and Dragoon starts terrorizing the format, we can definitely see this card going to $100 pretty easily. So pick these up ASAP, and make sure you grab a W, and let people know in the comment sections that Papa M. Cole 40 got you a win. All right, guys. All right, guys. So that's it for today's Market Watch. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you did, I want you to subscribe, like, and comment. Hit that notification bell to join the notification squad. Also, go check out Head-to-Head Battles. They're a great channel. I love them so much. And Susu and I have a really amazing relationship. And, you know, we want to hug one day once COVID is done. All right, guys. So, once again, thank you to all my Patreons for helping me support this channel and supporting what I truly believe in, which is helping people get the W's during our market watches. All right, guys. And as you guys know, the ride truly never ends.
Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.